Affinity Photo comes with two types of guides. First one, I'm going to show guides like this. You can see here the guide. Here's the guide, how to create them, how to remove them, etc. There's also column guides, which we'll show a little bit later. So let's start with removing them. So view, and then you can go down here to guides, and there's an option here, remove all guides. So that's it, they're gone. How to add guides. What you need to do is just go over here, little plus here. Now weirdly you've got here a little same icon here, but it also adds vertical ones. So just going to click here, there's a horizontal one. You can go here and you can move them. As long as it's panel and this is available, the move tool is selected, you can just move them around, move these guides. You can also add a vertical one, so click there and you can move it around. Also, you notice as you do that, you've got here the horizontal guide and vertical guides at the top here. Obviously I've got two. This one here, the horizontal one, 51%. I can just go here, double click, and I can then edit it. Let's just edit it now. It sometimes decides, no, I'm not going to let you do that. 23. So you can just change it to 23, make sense, you put 23, and it pushes up to 23%. You'll notice it's in percentages. I find it easier with percentages than actual settings. You may of course want to define it, say in 100 pixels, etc. Then obviously turn that off. But you can see it's 248.4. Now it's much easier, I think personally for myself, just to go for percentage, so 23%. That's the 23% of the height, 23%, etc., width, all that sort of stuff. Okay. Now you decide, oh, I don't want that one. So horizontal, you can just delete it. So it's gone. You can always add it back again. You can add more than that. It will always default to 50%. So you can click it there and it will add lots of 50%. And you can go individually. And like I say, sometimes it lets you edit it. Sometimes it ends up not. So 20% there. Okay, you can also change the colour. So click here and you can make it red, which of course, depending if you're using lots of reds or blues or greens, you might want to change it. Maybe the background screen is clashing with it. So you can just change it, which I think is quite useful. You can't change the actual width of it, which is a pity. I think you should be able to have a 1 or 2% increase, but that's not available. Okay, so you can do that and click close. Now, with the move tool selected, you can hover over here and you can move them around without the screen, the actual panel popping up, telling you all the various settings. You can move them. Now it's updated that. If you go into the panel again, then you will see that. If you want to add some new ones, all you need to do is go over here to the rulers. Now, this is a key thing. If you want to see the guides and you want to see the column guides and you want to see the rulers, you have to go to view. So view, and you've got here the margins, guides. So this one's the guide. So show guides, you can just turn it off. They're still there, but it will have no impact. So view and show guides. There is also another one, show column guides. Now I haven't got any column guides at the moment, but I will show you in a sec. And there's also show rulers. So show rulers like that, the ruler's gone. But the reason for the rulers, super useful, is you can just go over here and I actually sometimes just like to drag from the ruler like that. And you can just drag and create multiple ones very quickly like this. And of course you can go up here, the top one, and you can do the same. So once you've got all your rulers, you've built up your lovely complex screen, however you want to do all your guides, you can go here, view, and you'll notice you've got an option for lock guides, which is useful because it's quite easy if you've got the move tool active, maybe to accidentally reposition it. So you can lock them if you want. So just lock guides. And then if you hover over it, you won't be able to change it. Say you don't want these anymore. You decide, you know what, I've added all these guides, but I don't want them. What you can do, you can go to view, and then instead of obviously show the guides, you can just make them not visible, but you can also go to guides down here and you can remove them. So guides, and then you can remove all guides. There's the option for these type of guides, not this side. That's the key thing. Now, another thing you may want to know, like how does it snap? So you go around here, but you see it bouncing around, it just clicks into place. And that's the point of these. So you can just click on there and it will click there nicely. Now, sometimes I always find it slightly confusing the way it does it because here's the star, the bounding box is slightly bigger, so therefore it's not clicking to the bounding box there, but it just clicks to the star, the edge there, those sort of things. View, and snapping. You need to go there. By default, it should be on, so enable snapping, and there's also an option down here so you can change them a bit. There's no column guide feature, weirdly, but there is a snap to guides, so you can just turn that on and off. By again, just have that as the default there, on, enable snapping, and close. Okay, so you've got these. I'm just going to quickly clear them now. So view, and then back down here to guides, and then remove all guides. So they're all gone. Okay, what you can also do is you've got this section over here. Now there, unfortunately, there's no remove all column guides feature. You've got the view menu where you can show or not show them, but there's no remove. But I'll show you how to get rid of them in a sec as well. So what you need to do, columns, let's just push this up. And you can see as you do this, you get this column effect. Now you'll notice there's nothing here. You think, oh, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong with it? That doesn't make sense. Well, there's a margin. So I've got a margin set here. Now, I don't know why I had that set there, but I just suddenly noticed that it was set. So let's just put that back to 0, and it's all gone to 0, and you can see it's gone now. Now, the guides then, column guides, they're different from the guides. Column guides are now 13 you've got there. You also know there's a gutter as well, which is useful. You might be doing text, so you want it sort of like spread out nicely with this gutter as well. And you can change the gutter, so you can just see increase that. Sometimes it gets a bit confusing if you push them too close together, you end up like that. But I'm just going to go say like there, 4.4, you can see there. And also you can do it there, you've got a gutter. And if I add some rows as well, let's just add some rows. Now, unfortunately, I don't know why there is not a row gutter and a column gutter. Would be nice, because why would you want them to be equal? Maybe there's a setting for it. I can't see a setting for that, but it would be nice if there was a splitter between the two. You should be able to have that like there. Okay, so you've got that. You can change the rows, so you can see as you increase that. Also, another thing I find slightly awkward, it's quite easy to click that by accident and not change the rows. Also, you can go here, field. So you get a filled one. Again, it's exactly the same. You can move these objects around. It will click to them. But in this case, you've got a lovely, like this, lovely column guides, but in filled one. And you can change the colour. So you might decide, if you've got obviously there, you can see red or pink. You've got this effect. Now, I don't think it looks like it does the full. Obviously, it's still got a bit of opacity, so it doesn't look exactly the same as the thing. So there's no setting for the opacity, it looks like anyway. Also, they've got here spread origin as well. Okay, so you've got this. You think, great, I can move these around, and I can quickly show that. I'll just quickly show you. See, it clicks there, and you can see it does click there. View, again, guides. If you want to clear them, all you need to do is go here, click there, set it to 1, and set it to 1. And they're gone. Also gutter, let's put that just down so it starts nicely at 0. Unfortunately, there's no reset feature. Please put in the comments below if you do know of a way of resetting it without just doing the sliders itself or editing the field. And because this doesn't work, click that doesn't remove them. This is totally separate. And click close. And there you have a quick run through of guides. I think guides are very useful if you want to line various things, you want to sort of have text in particular ways, you want whole heaps of different things for guides. Most applications have guides. Affinity Photo obviously has a column guides and also guides as well. Any questions, thoughts, please put in the comments below. Bye.